Hello everybody, what is up and welcome back to Ready Meal Reviews. Now today is going to be slightly different. When I say slightly different, what I mean is this video is inspired somewhat by the comments of one of my viewers, Mark JS46, and he says, "Welcome back, but I don't like the look of this one. Has anyone thought of launching an unhealthy meal range?" There must be one somewhere, but then when you look for it, you realise they actually don't really exist. I mean, there's plenty of unhealthy ready meals. I mean, the Rustler's burger range is the obvious choice to sort of think about. But I wanted to go this week for something that was a proper ready meal that was unhealthy, and it's quite hard to find something that's sort of explicitly unhealthy. You know, when you get a healthy meal, it boasts about how it's got 3 of your 5 a day, and it's only got 200 calories, and it's got no fat, salt, or sugar in it. But there's no ready meal out there going 0 of your 5 a day, 2,000 calories, and 200 grams of fat. You know, eat me now. There's nothing like that out there. So you have to kind of think a little bit outside the box with these sometimes. There's plenty out there that are a bit unhealthy, but to go properly unhealthy, we've gone a bit odd. Now, this is not what we're eating tonight, but this is sort of a normal size ready meal. I'm just going to move it down out of the glare a little bit. This is a normal size ready meal. If I just tilt it up, you can see it's 400 grams. That's sort of generally give or take what a ready meal will be. The curry ones are usually a little bit bigger because they've got the sauce and the rice, so the packet's a little bit bigger, but still generally, most ready meals I eat are around about 400 grams. You know, that's the same sort of size as a tin of beans. So, you know, that's kind of how big they are. So that's a normal ready meal that we're going to do in the coming weeks or days or whenever I get around to it. The ready meal we're eating tonight is twice as big at 800 grams. Now, this is obviously designed for 2, as you can see it says serve 2. But I thought, well, if I have one that serves 2 to myself, I'm getting double the damage, double the bad stuff, or double the good stuff, double the flavour. Well, no, that kind of makes sense. So when we look at the nutritional information, we can see it's got 616 calories per half a pack, which means if I eat this now all in one go, that's 1,232 calories. And as I've said that out loud, I've realised how absurd that sounds. It's half my daily allowance as a man. Fat, 23 grams, so that'll be 46. Saturated fat, 12 grams, so that'll put me on 24. Sugars, 5.3 grams, that'll be 10.6. And salt, 1.9 grams, that'll put me on 3.8. Which I initially was going to say, that's a lot of salt. It's going to put me on 64% of my daily allowance. But what's more worrying is actually the saturated fat. It's already got 60% of the saturated. I'm going to be 120% of the saturated fat intake I should have in a day. Oh, God, I was looking forward to it till I read that out. Anyway, let's get it cooked. That is one big pile of food. It's so big, actually. I put it on this bowl because I didn't think the plate would fit. Oh my God, it's missed it up. How am I supposed to review it now? Right, let's give that another go. There we are. That is a plate of macaroni and cheese for 2 people, which I am going to eat alone. So let's get started. What we're going to do, I think, to start with is go for one of the juicy, saucy bits. So, like, just get a few from the middle here. Oh, look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely and juicy and saucy. There's a thickness to the sauce, but obviously a lot of cheese sauce, you know, you put a thickener in it, you have like flour or whatever it is. I'm not entirely sure how you make a sauce, but I think you put flour in it. Am I right? You put something in it and it gets thicker, and that makes it better, obviously. But there was more to it than that, because when I took it out of the packet, there was some sort of fresh grated cheese on the top, and you can taste that in there. Although it's all mixed in with the sauce, it's not left me with a crispy top, obviously, because it's microwaved. But in the sauce, there's that kind of taste of actual pieces of melted cheese. It just give it that little bit of extra texture in there, make it a little bit nicer. That's really, really quite good. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to try and find one of the dry bits that were at the side of the packet when it came out of the microwave. And I think, in fact, that looks a bit dry on the edge there. Do you know what? It's dry, but it's not too dry. It's not gone hard and crispy or anything. It's still got a soft, nice al dente texture to it. It's just not quite as moist as the stuff in the middle was. But it's still good. Do you know what? For a normal macaroni cheese, £3 this was. For the size of it, 800. This is good. Now, I'm going to go for just the biggest forkful I can get and stick it all in my mouth at once and just really sort of get myself drowning in the flavour of this. I'm going to get a bit from everywhere. I've just knocked the camera, apologies. Although, listen to it. It does sound a bit off. I think that's about the most I'm going to get. If I can just try and scoot some up as well. There we go. That is a big forkful of macaroni and cheese. Look how string. Oh, it's done it again. I've held it too close to the camera. Anyway, I'm going to eat this. Hopefully it will clear by the time I finish chewing. Oh, that is just so good. It's just so cheesy, and you know, this has got to be one of the unhealthiest ready meals you can get, because it is just pasta and cheese sauce. There's no vegetables in it. There's no there's nothing there to reduce the fat or reduce the calories. It's just cheese and pasta. That is bloody lovely. Not only that, but what I'm going to do is eat the entire lot and then see if I still enjoy it after I've had over 1,000 calories of it, because you never know, I might get halfway through and suddenly get fed up. Anyway, off we go. Oh, starting to get full. I'm just starting to get full, but I'm not going to be beaten by a ready meal. Not going to be beaten. This is going to be it. This is going to be the last mouthful. And you know what? Just because I know someone's going to be really picky about this, nearly all the sauce gone as well. Well, to say I'm feeling good would be a lie. I do feel like I've eaten too much. But, you know, in terms of unhealthiness, it don't get much better than that. That is a really good macaroni and cheese. Like, nice pasta, nice texture to it, the sauce nice and thick. It's nice to touch that they've got the freshly grated cheese on the top. And if you're looking for a macaroni cheese meal and you want to feel awful after you've eaten it, but in a good way, then, or if you've got you and a friend or a partner or whatever who both wants macaroni and cheese, then again, you won't get the horrible full filling afterwards. You'll just get the nice, pleasant, I've had just the right amount feeling afterwards. But either way, that is very much a very good macaroni and cheese option. And now I'm going to go and have a lie down. See you next time. So, whilst it is entirely possible to eat a macaroni and cheese for two people to yourself, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you, just don't. Just really, really don't. See you next time.